Oh, what a beautiful sight. Oh, I've missed this. Yo, feeling fresh out there? We're off the hook. I'm you live from the middle of Inkopolis Square. Which is the better condiment, mayo or ketchup? Head over to the Splatfest terminal and pick a side. And the Splatfest stages are blam! Marina! Marina! This statue's eyes glow at night. I saw them glow! Pretty sure those are just Jed and Little Jed's eyes. Have you seen Jed try to climb the rock wall here? Hilarious. No, but I've seen Little Jed try. He's so adorable. We made a special stage for this Splatfest. You helped to make this stage? That's amazing, Marina. I can't believe our last gig went so smoothly, Marina. Yeah, especially because we worked on a summon run shift instead of the rehearsing. Until next time, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Hello everybody, what's gear to you, and welcome to Splatoon 2 Splatfest. But this isn't part of the Let's Play. So out of the blue, Nintendo decided, you know what, Splatfests were fun, let's let people do one more, and let's give them a rematch of Mayo vs. Ketchup. So, they announced this after I already started doing the Splatfest episodes for my Let's Play. So, that's something that's a bit interesting. So my current mindset for how this is going to work is that we already uploaded the Mayo vs. Ketchup episode. That one focuses on the one that happened in 2017. So this Splatfest stream will obviously focus on what's going on here. If there is anything noteworthy about the Splatfest whatsoever, it will be mentioned during the grand finale of the Let's Play. Otherwise, this is going to be separate from the Let's Play, so you don't need to watch anything from that series to understand what's going on here. Without further ado, let's get going. Also, how's the audio balancing? Because this is my first stream for consoles with this slightly new setup. I'm trying to see if this will work to help sync up the commentary a little bit better. Real quick, before we do anything else, I'm going to be going to my equipment menu because I'm actually going to be joined by a friend during this stream, and I want to make sure they have the equipment correct. Alright. Alright, so that's all taken care of. I rarely ever play Splatfest with friends. The only time that I remember doing that off the top of my head, I think I did that once with Pankarman and Pikmin Manipulator. So do I want to do this? Where do I go? Where do I go? That's not the right menu. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Help is this one. Nope, not right. Nope, nope, that's not right. Whoops. Am I gonna get penalized if I leave the room right now? I really hope I don't. I don't know how to do this. I need an adult. Looking at the stream chat. James has a dabbing emoji, Pikmin Manipulator, and James both say the audio's fine. Alright, that's nice. Alright, so some quick shout-outs at the beginning of the stream. So, a shout-out to the James Earls for finishing your Pokemon Sun and Moon Let's Play. It was really fun to watch, and it was honestly one of my favorites that you've done on the channel. It was really enjoyable, so congratulations on finishing your Let's Play. Shout out to Pick Manipulator in the chat. You also started doing videos for ARMS, and that game was really fun to watch, so those have been really fun as well. And there's another shout out, but I'll save that one for when we actually get into the game. So my current mindset is that we're going to play Splatfest matches for a little while, and then maybe Summon Run a little bit later. I also would like to take this opportunity to demonstrate some other miscellaneous modes we haven't really talked about yet in the Let's Play. We definitely will talk about those in actual LP videos. But as for right now, we can talk about them on stream if you want. Trying to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna talk to my friend about this. Aha, I see now. Alright, let's do this. Create a room. And why not set a password? 5555. I know it's really pointless to set up a password when we're already streaming, but I just felt like doing it. Pick Manipulator is asking who's the friend. That's a surprise. Alright. Looks like Pi is in, so let's get ready. So if you've been watching my Breath of the Wild Let's Play, then there's, in one of the more recent episodes, there was a moment where some fan art for Paya appeared on screen. So we'll be playing with the artist behind that. We'll be playing with Gaming with Pi. No voice chat or anything like that, but it's gonna be a fun time. Gaming with Pi and I, we've known each other for about a year or so. We've already collaborated on a few projects that I can't really talk about right now, but if you're watching this Gaming with Pi, I just want to say a huge thank you. Your work has been amazing, and I can't wait to share it with people. If anybody else is Team Ketchup, feel free to join. You already know what the password is, so there's really nothing stopping you. Pick Manipulator says the same Pi from the Talk to Your Artist servers and Miiverse Hangouts. I don't know if that's the same one. I think so, because they follow each other on Facebook. But it might be the same Pi. And we're already starting off with a pretty good note compared to the regular Mayo versus Ketchup, because I remember during the first Mayo versus Ketchup, we could never find any Team Mayo opponents. It was kind of impossible to find footage of that for the Let's Play, but thankfully I did. Alright, let's do this! Booyah! This is honestly kind of exciting, because I've never done this before. I've been recording Splatoon footage for literally years, literally since 2016. So, it's honestly really exciting to stream this. It's kind of making me wonder if I should have streamed the regular Splatfest when they were still ongoing, but maybe if they do a Splatoon 3 Let's Play, or something like that. Actually, I want to talk about that for a moment. So, the thing about Splatoon is that... that was a bad idea. The thing about Splatoon is that... I've been really enjoying my Splatoon 2 Let's Play, but I gotta say... I don't think anything like that's ever going to happen again. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do anything quite that big for a Splatoon project. I don't think I'm going to be able to handle recording footage for years ahead of time for a Let's Play. Ooh, we're doing terrible. So, I think Splatoon 2, as fun as that Let's Play has been, I think the way I'm handling that is going to be like a one-time thing. I don't know, my opinion might change by the time a Splatoon 3 Let's Play eventually happens. I don't know, I don't even know if I will like Splatoon 3. Alright, there's a sniper right there. Come back here, you fool. Die, Mayo scum! And we're dead. But, at least splatted you. That sniper had been giving me trouble for a moment, so we defeated them. That's the victory for the day. I don't have to play this game anymore. Alright, so we're making a little bit of a game. Okay, fair warning. If you know anything about me in Splatoon, it's that I make really weird noises when I play this game. So, you're gonna hear weird things like that all the time, and I apologize in advance for anybody who has not seen my Splatoon videos. I make weird noises when I play Splatoon. Anyway, I should probably look at my map to see where I need to focus on, but I don't want to do that. I just want to play! I want my mommy! I want my mommy! Ah! Die, Mayo scum! Alright, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this! Let's spin an autobomb! I don't know if that's gonna mean anything, but hopefully it will. It's looking a little not so ketchup-y. Yep, it will. It will. What do you mean I was not a valuable team member? So like I said earlier, I don't know how much we're to be playing on this stream. A bit of a fun story actually. So, the tweet that I made promoting this stream and announcing it and stuff, that was a scheduled tweet. I've been playing around with those a little bit more often. So yay, I'm able to tweet things when I'm sleeping, because I like to sleep in, but 12 o'clock Pacific is probably a good time to announce things. But anyway, that's not the point. The point right now is that I originally scheduled this stream to start at 5 rather than 7. But after I set up the initial scheduled tweet, I looked at the Splatnet app to see what stages were going to be available at that time. Port Mackerel was the stage that was available at 5 o'clock. So when I saw that, I was like, no, I'm delaying the stream. I don't care if it's going to be a little bit later. I'm delaying the stream. I am not playing Port Mackerel. And booyah, the start for almost no butts. And we'll continue onwards. And we're pink, yeah. I like pink. Pink is a manly color. Pink was actually considered a manly color for the longest time because it is technically a shade of red. And it's a pretty fun color. I don't judge anybody who likes pink. We go over this way. Looks like there's a sneaking person. I meant to do it necessarily epic jump, but that didn't work because I'm bad at this game. Alright, die, Ketchup scum! This is one thing that's a little bit problematic with Splatoon, is that there are often times where if you're playing on the team that has the most players, more often than not, you're going to be paired up against people who are not on your team, or who are on your Splatfest team. I got that mixed up. But yeah, it's it just kind of becomes like a little waste of time because none of the things that's going into this match is going to actually matter in the long run. I kind of wish they made it so that if you're paired up against somebody from your own Splatfest team, that you'd be that the total for that would be like a fraction of what a regular Splatfest would cost. I'm sure that'd be broken on its own, but I think they could have handled the system just a little bit better. I'm gonna go this way because I'm cheap and I feel like being unnecessarily epic. This is a terrible strategy. I don't know what I'm doing. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Get rid of the blue because no happiest are allowed to exist in Splatoon! Yeah, we got splat. We both splatted by Splatoolies. Anywhere. No. Hey, die! Ah! If you can do it, if you're against somebody who also has a splashdown, one thing that's really cool is that you can, if you're on a higher ground, then you can get out of the splashdown radius. And it's a really cool thing when it happens, when you both activate a splashdown, but you're just a little bit higher, so they don't affect you, but you destroy them, and it's awesome. Alright then, continue on over here, get rid of the blue, green. Oops, that's not right, I'm still new at this. Ah, good old Earthbound, what would we do without you? Game. That's our curl up channel. Ooh, that's a lot of pink. Come on. Yeah, 38.9%. Oh yeah. Pick Manipulator says it's saying on the Splatoon 2 newsfeed that Pi recently won a 10 times battle for Team Ketchup. Yeah! At least the Pi on your friend list. It might be the same Pi, who knows? Alrighty then. I believe the Shifty Station on this Splatfest is going to be the same one that appeared in the original version of the Mayo vs. Ketchup. I remember it was saying it was Wayside Cool earlier, which I believe was the Mayo vs. Ketchup Shifty Station. It might be different, it might change every rotation like it did during the last days of Chaos vs. Order. I don't know off the top of my head though. I kind of wish they would do that. One thing that I really hope they do is I really hope they kind of make this a regular thing to have rematches of all the Splatfests. I would really love to see that because I miss the days of Splatfest. But because I was recording footage for the Let's Play, it kind of made it a bit harder to just enjoy them as just a casual fan. Because whenever I was recording the footage for it, I kept thinking to myself, okay, this is fun and all, but this is the the 6th time that I'm paired up against somebody from my own Splatfest team. I literally cannot use this footage. Alright, let's go on the high ground. It's alright again! I have the high ground! And that didn't work. Is that actually a good battle strategy, to be on the high ground? Because I remember when I was younger, a family member explained it to me that you'd want to be on the high ground so that you can attack higher up, something like that. They explained it a little bit weird, and I'm not entirely sure if it's all that accurate. And we got 2 of them. Haha! Mayo is not allowed to exist in this world. Ah! That's a lot of bomb things! No! I don't like being exploded. Being exploded is not a good pastime. Surprise! Whee! I missed. That was a horrible idea. That was a horrible idea. Why did I dive into trying to fight 3 of those people at once? I guess I was thinking that maybe somebody was behind me. That's a cheap strategy. That is a cheap strategy. Get back here and face me like a man. Okay, people like that drive me insane when they camp out near the one area and you can't do anything about them. It drives me insane. I really don't like people like that. Just die, you stupid Mayo scum! There we go! Oh my goodness gracious with gravy, that was obnoxious. Yeah, that seriously is gonna cost us this match because, oh my goodness, that was ridiculous. I mean, I guess it is kind of a good strategy and all, but come on, people. That's just cheap. Okay, just focus on not dying. That's obnoxious. Hopefully the next one is a little bit better. Alright. Can we get other teammates? I mean, nothing against these people, it's just that I'd kind of like to see some other people on our team. Alright, Team Ketchup ready. Load faster, game. Find Mayo people for us to lose against. Also, one thing I should warn you right now is that, for those of you who don't know, I have a baby niece in the house, and my baby niece has been getting a little bit more verbal about her opinions on the world, and I literally have no control against that, so if you hear a baby crying in the background, I greatly apologize. If I hear the baby crying, then I'll mute my microphone so it doesn't annoy you guys. I apologize in advance that happens. Wayside cool. I think it's really neat about the Shifty Stations is that after Chaos vs. Order wrapped up, they had an update where every Shifty Station became available in private battles. It's not quite the same as playing Splatfest against randoms online, but it is still a very nice way to archive the Shifty Stations because they honestly had some of the best level design for most of these Splatoon stages. Like, I'd argue that half the Shifty Station layouts in this game were probably better than a majority of the regular stages in this game. Especially when you have things like Port Mackerel or Humpback Pump Track or gross things like that. Hi. I can't pronounce your name, but I splatted you. I really do need to be looking at my map. That was cute. Ah! I tried jumping, but my octoling was already in the air, and if you press the jump button while you're in the air, it activates dive. So that was not how I wanted that to happen. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Destroy all the pink. Replace it with blue. Blue is my favorite color. Blue, blue. Aha! Ah! That was an explosion. Some super weapons like that have sound cues, and I'm not listening to my game audio while I'm recording this. I technically could, but the thing is, the game audio on my computer is like a second behind what I'm looking at on TV, so it would be a little bit distracting to do that. The game audio not being synced up properly. Well, it is for the stream, but normally it's not. It's like normally like a second behind when I have the regular settings on default, and it took like a moment to figure out how to resync the game audio and the microphone, because the latency with the audio was different compared to last time, so I had to go through the process of figuring that all out all over again. So that wasn't a very pleasant experience. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen every single time that I stream a console game. Oh, come on! Weird! Whee! That's a lot of pink. I'm getting a little nervous about that. Yep. Yeah, well. That doesn't matter towards the final Splatfest total, so it's not like we lost a whole lot, except for the fact that we lost a lot of time because... Wow, you're level 14 star pie? Wow. I know you have a lot more playtime on Splatoon 2 than I do, but wow, that is impressive. I have a bowl of cereal on my desk that I have not eaten yet. It's probably a good idea if I eat. So enjoy this cereal bowl ASMR chat. I don't know if that's how ASMR works, but that's what we're rolling with. Probably shouldn't eat this while wearing headphones because I don't want to ruin these. These headphones are... Okay. I usually have the worst luck in the world when it comes to headphones. They usually break really easily when I wear them, no matter how careful I am. And either that happens, or the sound goes out in one of the earbuds. It might be due to the fact that I usually just get cheap headsets because I break them so easily. But this one that I got, this one has been amazing. I've never heard a more better audio quality on any video ever. It's been really helpful with working on videos and things like that. If I were to complain about one thing though, it's that the things on the headphones that make it kind of go down. The things that make it go down onto your ear things. I kind of wish they were a little bit longer because I have a big head. It's still comfortable, it's just that I wish they were just a little bit longer. Let's do this! Booyah! Alrighty then, let's head over here. The water is just so pretty on this stage. This is such a pretty game. Oh man. And now you're purple! Purple is the color of death in Japan, I think. I remember reading about that when I was looking up trivia for the Rematch series. I don't know how accurate it is though. Do you have to be near our base? Can you stop it? Okay. You can go over there. I'm gonna stop this person. Stop it!
Why are you being so mean? Why? What did I ever do to you? We're both Team Ketchup, so we obviously have superior tastes in condiments and things like that. Why are you hurting my feelings?
Phew. Die! Aha! Ah! Ow! Remember that thing that I said earlier about me making weird noises when I play Splatoon? I'm really enjoying this because I did enjoy recording the live commentary segments for the online multiplayer in Splatoon 2. But it didn't really happen that often. Because what I usually did was that I usually recorded one world for a Octo Canyon thingy, and then just went like that. I'm not making any sense of mine. I'm just saying that I really miss recording live commentary for Splatfest for Splatoon matches. Because the thing was, even though I really enjoyed Octo Expansion, one thing that I kind of wish I did differently was the online multiplayer. Because the way I did that was that I used Octo Expansions online to discuss the weapon stats for the game. I do wish that I went in a bit of a different route, because it would have been a lot more fun to just do live commentary on that. One thing that I'm considering about with the Splatfest episodes, I'm considering doing like Salmon Run commentary. Even though we've already seen all the events and all the bosses and all the stages on Salmon Run, so there's really nothing left to show for that mode. I really do want to have some kind of excuse to show off Salmon Run again. So James, if you're watching this, maybe Splatoon 2 Salmon Run versus? We gotta milk out that Splatoon content somehow. I don't even know how that would work. There's this one thing that I saw on Twitter. There's been a lot of people doing fan logos for Judd Conroy. I've seen a lot of really good ones, like Pen Garman made a Paper Mario Sticker Star one the other day. Those looked really good. There have been ones for games like Last Story or things like that. The Last Story one that I saw today was really good. Where was I going with this? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so this one that I saw was like a compilation of a bunch of logos that this one guy made. And it contained logos for Splatoon 2, Octo Expansion, Splatfest, and Salmon Run, as if all four of those things would be treated as separate Let's Plays. James says, no! Why not? We gotta have our yearly Splatoon content. Getting a little nervous that it's taking a while to find a Team Mayo opponents. And goody, it's Team Ketchup. And there is a noise in the background. I really hope they didn't pick up on the mic. Muscle Fudge Fitness. Oh yeah. I remember another thing that kind of annoyed me when I was recording the footage for Splatfest. Was that whenever I was recording, I kept track of if we would see the stage or not, so that I can look at the Splatnet app to see what time a stage will be available that we have not seen yet. That on its own was a little bit stressful, but another thing that was also kind of obnoxious to deal with was the fact that you have no choice on which stages you're going to play. It's randomized between the two that are available during the rotation. Thankfully, they fixed the issue with the first game, because one thing that I really did not care that much for about Splatoon 1 was that the stages rotated 4 hours. So, if they did that with this game, then that would kind of be bad, considering the fact that there's like 4 ranked battle modes in this game, and that rotating every 4 hours would mean that I would be stuck with down control all the time. But, the point I was trying to make was that, what was the point I was trying to make? Trying to concentrate more on the game right now, so it'll come back to me in a moment.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Die! 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 What I was saying a moment ago was that, whenever...
Noah, what are you doing? Why are you just... You're both just standing right there!
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm gonna talk to my friend, in between matches to ask if we could change rooms, because those two people are just literally just standing there. People might need new teammates. But anyway, okay, finish my point. So, for example, let's say there are 2 stages that we hadn't seen before in terms of recording. Like, say, it was Muscle Forge Fitness and Snapper Canal. So, there'd be times where I'm recording footage for Splatfest, and I'm trying to get footage for both stages to use during the Let's Play. But throughout the entire 2 times I'm recording, it seems like only one of them is appearing. It's either Muscle Forge Fitness or Shifty Station, and I'm trying to record footage for all of the stages in that rotation. So there'd be times where like Snapper Canal just wouldn't appear, and I would be like, okay, I'm gonna keep playing this as if this is the footage I'm gonna use, but I really just want to stop recording. I really just want to get at least one match of Snapper Canal so that I can call it quits for the night. Because there'd be times where the stages that I'm looking for wouldn't appear until very late at night, and they'd be the only times they'd appear during that Splatfest. So there were times where I was literally up all night trying to record footage for Splatfest. And this was going on for 2 years. I'm crazy. Yay! Pie and I were the most valuable team members. Woo! High five through the internet. James says, I'm banishing you to the dungeon. You already banished me to the dungeon. That's why we're playing a Link to the Past co-op, so that we can finish the dungeons.
Funny joke!
Speaking of Link to the Past co-op, the most recent video we upload for that on the collab channel, it's honestly got to be one of my favorites in that entire series, because there's a moment early on in the video where James is yelling at me for singing again, and then I start singing When You Wish Upon a Star, and he's all like, stop ruining Disney songs, you freak! Into the unknown! Oh my god! Stop! That's one of my favorite moments in the entire series. That's definitely going to appear during the A Link to the Past Best Moments video. I wonder what songs that I can sing right now that can annoy you. I also noticed that on Twitter, the collab channel...
Oh, come on! This is like the 5th Team Ketchup opponent we fought! Let me fight Team Mayo so I can contribute to the Splatfest!
I noticed on the game Twitter when you promoted today's Kirby's Dreamland 3 co-op video, apparently you're using Gator strategies? I don't know what you mean by that, and I haven't seen the video yet, so I'm a little concerned. So, remember when I was first starting to play Splatoon, One of my strategies I'm kind of doing right now intentionally is one of my strategies was that I'd kind of let my teammates go into the center of the stage and take that area while I'd sit back and take care of the beginning parts of the stage. Because my mindset at the time was that every little square inch of the stage matters, and if I don't ink the base, then that's gonna be the reason why we lose. But then there was this one Mever's post that I saw that pointed out the fact that when you're gonna get splat at some point anyway during the match, and that would be the better time to cover the base, because it's a lot more important at the beginning of the match to take the center. That's kind of why we're not doing so great right now, because I was an idiot and was holding back while everybody else was going to the center, and everybody on their team was going to the center immediately. So we're gonna have some time to make up to do stuff. Who's texting me while making videos? This is like Captain Dead Trackers finale all over again. Who's texting me while making videos? Stop it. Texting is bad. I don't like texting people. It's like talking but on the phone, and I don't like talking. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but does anybody else have like the biggest anxiety whenever you're expecting a phone call? Like, I never call people except on Skype or something like that if I'm recording with people. But if I need to call somebody for a job interview, for example, or something like that, I get the most. That's the most anxiety-inducing thing ever, because I don't like talking to people in general. I especially do not like talking to people when I can't see them. I guess that's why it's easier for me to Skype with my friends whenever we're talking, because we've known each other for a long time and I already know what they look like, so it's a lot easier for me to imagine talking to them face to face, even though we've never actually met in person. But yeah, that's just a fun little fact about Litigator to you. I say I don't like talking, but I've been making videos for 8 years. Talking on commentary like this and talking to people in real life, it's very different, because when I'm doing this, I could just like speak my mind and say whatever comes to mind and things like that. Things like that, and if I say something stupid that I don't want anybody to hear, I could just edit it out. But streaming is a little bit different because I can't edit anything out. Big Manipulator says, yeah, I get anxious with calls too. Hey, I'm not alone. Okay, I was gonna ask if Pi wanted to switch teammates, but it looks like the two people that we were playing with were already different, so it looks like we don't need to do anything. And we'll keep going. I think I might change my weapon, because I've been playing with Spad Doolies a lot. They don't seem to be working out the best for me at the moment, so I think I might change my weapon. Maybe I'll go with a Blah Blah Blur or Splat Brella or something like that. Am I not able to change my weapon now, or do I have to wait? Baby crying in the background, mute microphone. Yeah, we finally get to fight Team Mayo! This battle is actually gonna be meaningful for the Splatfest results! Let's do it! Muscle Forge Fitness, bring it on! And I've learned my lesson from the previous battle. Go straight for the center. Don't be a dummy. Remember, no Splatoon player wants to be a gator. I don't know if anybody out there has been watching my Breath of the Wild videos. Actually, I do know that because Big Manipulator has commented on a few of them. But there's this one horse named Waffles, and that horse is like the biggest train wreck in the world. Like even more so than usual when it comes to early game. Hello, Ray. When it comes to early game horses and things like that. So that horse is a complete train wreck, and I eventually replaced it with another one named Raisin. So in those videos, I kept saying, remember, no horse wants to be a Waffles. I meant to change weapons, but then I didn't. Okay, at least got one of you. Alright. What do I want to do right now? They have the center locked on really tight. Alright, got you. Okay, I might be a little quiet for a moment because I really need to concentrate on this one. Because I know we can beat these people. It's just I'm not good. Okay, got you. I've triumphed over mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. I feel bad for that person because he keeps blabbing them. Whew. We still have the center locked down really tight. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? That is the $3 question of the week. That's not the phrase that people say, but whatever. Come on! Literally every time we get close to locking down the center, they always come right back. Come on, people! Team Mayo, why are you rude? You already won the last Splatfest. Let us win this one! Let Team Marina win! Hashtag make Marina winner again, or something like that. Hashtags don't work verbally, so I don't know why I verbalize that. It always annoys me when people verbalize hashtags because it's like, you do know they don't work verbally, right? I mean, it is funny when you do it intentionally to be silly, but like when people seriously do that, it's like, come on, people. Hashtags don't work verbally. At least not yet. I might be dated by the time this video... Oh, there's a live stream, so it is going to be uploaded immediately. In case you couldn't tell, I usually do Let's Plays instead. Oh my goodness! Did we win that? Did we win that? Come on, come on, come on! Yes! Yes! We are getting our butts kicked the entire time, and we triumphed over the evil mayonnaise! Yeah! Clap for joy. No, I meant to change weapons. I wasn't really paying attention to the game because I was messaging Pi saying last minute victory, yay! And people are texting me saying I'm being too loud. And Pick Manipulator says thumbs up, yay! Alright, so there's 1 more hour left before this stage rotates. I'm gonna eat some cereal while I wait. Manipulator says I did get the free online trial so I could participate in the Splatfest. Nice. If anybody is waiting on using that trial, today is honestly the best time to use a Nintendo Switch Online free trial because we don't know if there's going to be another Splatfest rematch anytime soon. So now's probably the best time. Inkblot Art Academy. Oh yeah. Alright. Now Gimme and with Pi and I are both Octolings. All shall fear us. The Octolings shall rise again. I'm really glad they made Octolings playable in this game because they're just so adorable. I've always loved the Octolings in the first game, and I really wish that they became playable in the first game, but they never did, and it always made me sad. So I'm really glad they made them playable in this game. And a bit of a fun story about the development history of that, at the risk of sounding like I'm narrating a gaming gallery. So, the Octolings, they were originally planned to be playable in the first game. They never outright said this, but the playable Octoling in Splatoon's code was progressively updated over time. So it's very possible that they were going to make them playable at one point, but they decided against it because Splatoon 2 was coming out. They were going to make the Octolings playable from the start in this game, but they decided that it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to have them as your enemies at the beginning of at the ending of the last game, and then all of a sudden they're your allies at the beginning of this one without really any reason explanation for that. So that's the reason why they made Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, so they could have a in-game explanation for why the Octolings are suddenly good now. Hi, how are you? I have a present for you. It's called death. Owie! James Ross is laughing in the chat. I don't know what you're laughing at, but... Are you laughing at my pain again? No! 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 We're not doing too well. We're not doing too well, and that's partially 12% my fault. Probably, maybe, sort of, kind of, perhaps. I'm sorry, Gaming with Pi. You'd be doing a whole lot better in this if I wasn't on your team. I'm the baggage of this team. I'll gladly admit that. It's been a little while since I've played this game online. Well, never mind. That person's literally just standing there, so... I guess I'm not the entire reason why we're not doing too well. Owie! Big Manipulator says, looks like they returned that present to the sender. James Earl says, you said you had the present of death for the opponent and then you died instead. Karma. We had a level 2 on our team? I mean, I'm not going to judge because I've seen people reset their levels intentionally, so maybe they're one of those people who maxed out their levels and then they were back to level 2. But seriously? We got better than level 2? I keep forgetting to change weapons! I'm having a lot of fun with this, honestly. This has been a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying this. I would love to do other online gaming streams, but the thing is, I don't really know what else I would want to do online, because basically any other online game that I play on Switch, like Rocket League or Paladins, I usually just play those games casually whenever the mood strikes me, so I don't really think those would be good for streams unless it was a random number gaming thing. And Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? No. The online modes in that game are not good. I would not have a good time streaming those. I play them occasionally on my own time, especially in tournament modes. Tourney is pretty much the only Smash Ultimate online mode that I play. But oh my goodness, the matchmaking in that game is horrible. It was not that bad in Smash 4. I don't know how they screwed up so bad in Ultimate. It's especially infuriating because considering Smash Ultimate was the big launch title for Nintendo Switch Online, and they screwed up the online modes in that game that bad. I bumped my microphone, I apologize for that. Alright, let's do this. Whew. It's honestly really fun seeing Shifty Station again in a regular battle like this. I've played some of the Shifty Stations. Ah, I'm stuck in the corner. Okay. I played some of the Shifty Stations online with friends and things like that, but it's just not the same unless you're playing with randoms. That's one thing that I really miss about Shifty Station and Splatfest in general. I really do miss it. Oh, come on! The knockback was what killed me. It's not like I can really complain that much, though, because it is nice that they have some way to archive the Shifty Stations, because we can still play them in private battles. They did say from the start of Splatoon 2's announcement that Splatfest would only be going on for 2 years, so we're lucky to even be getting this. We're lucky to be getting a rematch of a Splatfest at all. I don't know if this is going to be the only one or not. It's probably going to be the only one because they did say that this would be a one-time thing, but that was kind of cool. They did say from the start that this would be a one-time thing. A part of me is hoping they're lying, though. A part of me is hoping that they're lying about that. That there are going to be some more rematches over time, because it would be really cool to be able to relive every Splatfest. There were some of them that I wasn't even able to play. Like, this video hasn't come out yet, but the Flight versus Invisibility Splatfest, I was only ever really able to play that using PAX West Online. Online. So I remember... Actually, I don't know if I should tell this yet, because it's a spoiler for the video. Well, I'll do it right now. I'll talk about it right now, anyway. So there are a lot of Splatfests where I wasn't able to record my own footage. So the James Rose was helping me for like 2 years to record all that footage, and Flight vs. Invisibility was the first Splatfest where that happened, because at the time that Splatfest was happening was PAX West 2017, which is my first video game convention ever. In hindsight, I probably could have recorded that footage because the online at my hotel was a lot better than I thought it would be. But the point I'm trying to make is that I would love for them to do rematches so that I could experience some of those Splatfests again. There is one Splatfest where, even with James' help, we still weren't able to get any footage of it, so... that's something that I really hope happens, so that I could get footage for that Splatfest. But it's okay, I have a backup plan for when the time comes to do that video. James says in all caps, "You're welcome!" Yikes, we got destroyed. I think that person keeps disconnecting. Change gear and continue. That's what I've been trying to do. Alright, what's a good weapon? I'm gonna go with Blobbler. That's a good weapon. Alrighty then, let's do this. One thing that I notice a lot of people do on the streams, I know Taco artists and First Kitten do this. They do this thing where they have like a stream chat on the game footage itself. I know how to set that up, but I kind of don't want to do that. I like just having the regular game footage on screen because, personally speaking, I find it a little bit distracting when there's other things on screen like face cam or things like that. That's a big reason why I don't do face cam Let's Plays. And I could very easily do that if I wanted to, but I kind of don't for a couple of reasons. One, I'm very camera shy. I don't want to be on camera too often. I'd rather just have my voice on screen. That's a big reason why vlogs are usually just for film conventions and things like that. Another reason is that I'm boring looking. I have like a very generic face, so there's really nothing interesting about me, and that's a little... I don't know, that's probably not a very good thing to say, but honestly, I'm just very boring looking, so there wouldn't really be anything interesting to look at if I did have face cam on. But another big reason is that I just kind of want to focus on the gameplay instead and make that the focus of the video, because the videos are called The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild episode whatever, or New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe episode whatever. So it kind of feels like the focus should be more on the game than like a face cam or anything like that. Now, I'm not saying anything bad against other people who want to do face cam Let's Plays. If that's your style, then good for you. It's a lot of people can make it work. It's just that's not personally my style, and I kind of don't want that to be a thing on streams either. And another big reason why I don't want to do facecam videos is, it's gonna sound really silly, but I'm usually pretty good about being cleaning things like that. I trim my beard a lot and brush my hair and all that good hygiene things. But it's kind of stressful preparing myself to look good for camera because I want to make sure my hair looks nice and my facial hair is neatly trimmed and things like that. That was funny. I want to make sure my facial hair is neatly trimmed and things like that, and if I was doing face cam Let's Plays, and that would just be another thing that would be like constantly stressful, like, oh my god, does my hair look okay? Does my mustache look okay? Do I look stupid? And there's also the fact that a good face cam is very expensive, and I don't make money on these videos, so I kind of don't feel like it's worth it. If I were going to spend money to make videos, I'd rather just honestly get better equipment for things I know I'm already good at. Like I'd honestly rather get better capture card software or better microphone or things like that. Like honestly, my microphone, it was long overdue to change it because I was using a tablet to record for the longest time. But where am I going with this one? It was honestly kind of hard to justify buying a new microphone, even though it was overdue for like 2 years or something like that. I eventually settled with the Blue Yeti Nano. That's like a tier down from what the James Rules did before he switched microphones. It's a little bit hard to justify expensive things like that for making videos when I don't get paid to make these videos. It's still a lot of fun to do, it's just, it's very expensive and I do this as a job. James says, at Markiplier next time. I think I might want to switch teams because if it's the same person, then yeah, I think that is the same person. Okay, never mind. There was one person a couple matches ago for the longest time who was just not that good. I'm sorry, but like it seemed like you were disconnecting or something like that, and yeah, boy. It's also partially my fault because I'm doing this while commentating, and so I'm not fully concentrating on the game itself. Yay, I'm not a professional Splatoon player. Get it? Professional? Funny joke! Going back to the topic of facecam things, there is one exception to that. There's this one episode of Super Mario Bros. 3 co-op on the collab channel. James and I, well, first of all, James does a series called Another Angle, where sometimes he'll record a facecam video of himself recording the footage for a Let's Play. So we kind of borrowed that idea for Mario Bros. 3 co-op at one point, where we both did a facecam for recording ourselves playing the game. And that was a lot of fun. And it was kind of fun having some visual gags on that video. Like there's this one part where I point the Joy-Con onto the screen and I kind of like wink at the camera because I'm stupid. But yeah, things like that are pretty fun, but things like that are also like more so meant to be like an occasional thing, not like something that should happen in every single video. That was a ketchup explosion. Yeah, ketchup. I would love to do another angle video like that someday. We didn't ever did that for Running to the Past co-op, so don't expect anything for that. Maybe with the next series we're doing. I don't know yet. We haven't made any plans on actually recording that. We already know what we're doing next, but we haven't made any official plans on when we're starting that series. We haven't even figured out everything about it. So, still a lot of things to figure out, but I would love to do another angle video sometime. There is a part of me that kind of wishes that that another angle video, I kind of wish that we did that for the next episode of that series from what that video ended up being, because I believe it was the very next episode of Mario Bros. 3 co-op where there was that one fish where James was all like, "Fish bleeper, you fish bleeping son of a bleep." That's honestly my favorite video on that series. When we're struggling with that one level with the fish. That video and the one where I struggle with the level for like 10 minutes and then James completes it in one try. Those two are my absolute favorite videos in that series. Which is saying a lot because I really enjoyed Mario Bros. 3 co-op. Okay, we need to lock down the center. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around. Go around like this. If anybody's on Team Mayo watching this video, don't listen to me because these are top secret Team Ketchup strategies that you're not allowed to listen to. I honestly don't really know what's a good use of the Ink Storm, because I know it can be very powerful if you know what you're doing, but I never know what I'm doing when it comes to the Ink Storm, so I'm not very good with that weapon, but I love the blah blobbler, so that's a big reason why I'm using this weapon. I'm sure I could probably use like another blah blobbler weapon, like a blah blobbler deco or something like that. I don't remember what the special sub-weapons for that one are. But yeah, that's basically it. I was trying to think of something else to say to that, but I pretty much already made my point. It's looking good for both sides. Yes! We did it! It's epic! I really liked how all the Inklings and Octolings were posing right there. I'm gonna save a clip of that. Big Manipulator says, I'm trying to crash your stream, but I keep getting matched up with other Ketchup people. if you go on the regular thing and then go on friends, you should be able to see me on there. And then the passcode is 5555. James says, you mean you insisted on doing it? You died to my blob deco in many videos. How do you not know what's on it? Okay, here's the thing, James. I spent a long time playing these out, but I can never remember every little detail about these games. I can never remember every little detail about the individual weapons, even though I have notes for them. The same way that I will never be able to remember absolutely everything about every single shrine in Breath of the Wild. And on top of that, I'm a college student. My brain has to have some kind of reserved space for remembering boring crap. Okay, this is gonna bother me. What is on Blob Deco? Opening the Google. Blobler Deco. Enter. I spelled blobler wrong. Oh, that's why I don't use it. It's a suction bomb launcher and a sprinkler. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I have the ones that I'm currently using. It says Pick Manipulator can't join me. Alright, so I messaged my friend, I messaged Pi saying after this one, after this one, we can invite Pick Manipulator into the game. James, if you want to join too, and if you're on Team Ketchup, then by all means come join us. You know you want to. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. You will do it. There's a sniper right there. Snipers are not invited to my birthday party. I'm unbelieving. You're in love with me. Every time I make that noise, I can't help but sing that song. And every time I hear that song, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy. And now, I want to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Can we make this like a Guardians of the Galaxy watch party instead of Splatfest or something like that? I don't know if that's entirely legal to live stream a movie or something like that. Well, actually, I do know that it's not legal, but has anybody ever tried getting away with that? Like live streaming a movie watch party thing? Because I know that there are some things like Discord watch parties, because I know the Dark Artist has been wanting to do one for Harry Potter for the longest time. That just hasn't happened, at least as far as I know. But yeah, has anybody ever tried doing something like that, where they do a watch party for movies on a live stream or something like this? You're not invited to my birthday party. People were texting me in the middle of videos. I thought I had more time to respond to it, but then I did it. Ah, no. I guess it's a Gator acapella stream now. What other songs can I ruin? My girlfriend watches this, then she's gonna be mad at me for ruining her favorite song. She always says that she likes me singing, but I know my singing is bad, and I know that I completely butchered that. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to make that jump. And then get rid of this. One advice I can recommend for people wanting to get better at Splatoon. The last couple seconds can be very important for this. If I did that right, then I would have been able to activate the ink storm so that it would go off and keep going and things like that. The ink would be covering the area after the timer was over, and they'd not be able to do anything about it. Alright, what are the good people of the chat saying? James Ross says, I'm on Team Ketchup, but I've played enough for the night. I got 3 hours sleep last night, I'm barely awake. Dude, honestly, same. I was honestly very stressed about today because, oh boy, do I want to tell the story. Okay, so I was working late last night on projects, not necessarily related to videos. Well, actually, I was recording a Mario Brothers U session, but I was also working on writing stuff, because I'm apparently a book author now. But, so I'm going to bed, and I check the email, and I find that somebody had copyright claimed a Nintendo Land video. The video gets taken down, and I now have a copyright strike. So that was a big headache to deal with for a few hours earlier this morning. I was trying to contact YouTube to see if there's anything I could do about it, but the most I could do was go through their stupid process of, hey, this is your copyright school, this is the laws of copyright, even though I've been on YouTube for 8 years and I know all this stuff. But, yeah, the weird thing is, the copyright claim came from a video that looks nothing like mine. The capture card quality was a lot lower than my capture card. They're not even speaking the same language. The person in the video was speaking Spanish, and their me looks nothing like mine. So literally nothing in the video resembles anything from mine, except for the fact that we're playing the Captain Falcon Twister Race minigame on Nintendo Land. I contacted the person to ask what was going on, why there was a copyright strike. There's a bit of a language barrier trying to contact them because I can't speak Spanish. I wrote a message in English and then had another paragraph with Google translating it into Spanish, and then I had a thing at the ending saying, sorry if my Spanish isn't that good, I'm using Google Translate. The person themselves, they seemed like a really nice person from when we were talking. They told me that they never filed a complaint, but they have a complaint on their video claiming that it was copyright from my video. So we both got a copyright notice for something neither of us claimed. So I think this might be a really bad bug with YouTube or something like that. So we've been talking and we've been trying to sort it out. YouTube Studio is really stupid when it comes to getting rid of copyright claims. So it's been a big headache dealing with that all morning, and I just passed out because I was way too exhausted to try to resolve this problem. But it was really, really annoying dealing with that this morning. Booyah! Nice job, Pi. We're doing really well. I don't want to jinx myself, but wow, we're doing really well. Either I'm suddenly better at this game, or I'm bad at this game but my teammates are gods, or somebody on their team disconnected. Probably the latter two. Oh my goodness, look at all that ketchup! Oh my god! That percentage! Yep, somebody on their team disconnected, but oh my goodness, that percentage. I'm 12. I'm sorry. That was fun. Alright, I'm gonna back out of this room real quick so that we can have some other people join us. Alright, creating a room. 5, 5, 5, 5. 5. $5 foot long. That's like my favorite song out of any stupid commercial like that. What's an Inkling's favorite restaurant? Subway. I don't know if Big Manipulator is still watching or anything like that, but the room has been opened up, so other people on Team Ketchup can join us. So going back to that Nintendo Land thing, like I said, we both hopefully got the copyright thing resolved. The video's still taken down. Hello, Big Manipulator. The video is still taken down. I really hope there is a way that YouTube can restore it, because I don't think I have a copy of that video anymore. I usually archive all the finished videos that I've made for Let's Plays. I've been doing this since the Let's Play the first Splatoon game. I've been doing that so that in case something does happen to my channel, then I can re-upload previous Let's Plays alongside new stuff. It's a reality that I really don't want to face, but it is something that I have to think about because YouTube is really stupid when it comes to things like that. My mindset right now is that I'm going to give it a week or so, a week or two, for YouTube to restore that video. If they don't, I'm going to just completely re-record it and hope that that version works better. I don't think anybody else is going to join, so we can go like this. I know James said he's on Team Ketchup, but he doesn't want to play with me. He never wants to play Splatoon with me. It hurts my feelings. Big Manipulator is asking if I'm wearing retro specs. I'm wearing retro specs and a friendship bracelet. I believe Pi is also doing the same thing because I believe you can have more clout if you have the same armor. Armor. Pancake armor, man. That's amusing. But yeah, I have the retro specs and friendship bracelets. The friendship bracelet's kind of funny because that's the only way they can have your Inklings barefoot normally. And I really like how the Inklings look with the friendship bracelet. I think the friendship bracelet looks really cool. But I kind of feel bad whenever I'm using it because Inkopolis very clearly has a warm climate, so it probably isn't the most comfortable thing in the world to be running around Inkopolis barefoot. I know, personally speaking, I hate being barefoot, even when I'm indoors. Like unless I have no other option, then I will usually always wear socks because I hate being barefoot. But yeah, I know there are some people out there who like being barefoot. There was this one girl in a French class a couple years ago who was pretty much barefoot all the time. There's actually this character in Corporate Adventure, Thunder in the Mountain, that I base that personality trait off of. There's a character in my book who's habitually barefoot all the time. Part of that is based off that friend from that class, but another reason is because in fiction, innocent characters are usually attributed to being barefoot. There's a reason why in a lot of Disney movies you see barefoot characters, like Rapunzel never wears shoes or things like that. So innocent characters like Rapunzel or Ariel, they're usually always portrayed as being barefoot or something like that. So that's a big reason why I wanted to do that.
Ah! 10-time battle! 10-time battle! 10-time battle! 10-time battle! 10-time battle! 10-time battle!
Let's do it! Let's do it! Bring it on! Die, Mayo scum! We will do this for Ketchup! For Marina!
Oh man, this is exciting! Ah, now I'm dead.
Oh man, I'm excited for this. 10-time battles are usually really intense, and these are some of my favorites to go through in Splatoon. They get really intense and very competitive, and I usually lose them, but I have a lot of hope for this one. Gaming with Pi has very clearly been a very awesome teammate, and I know Pick Manipulator is also really good at this game too, because we played Splatfest before as well. So I have a lot of hope for this one. Maybe we'll be able to triumph over the evilness that is mayonnaise. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. I'm excited for this. You know what? I gotta say something. I love being a small YouTuber, and things like this are a big reason why. Because what I love about being a smaller YouTuber is I get to have a bit more of a better interaction with my individual viewers. That's something that a lot of big YouTubers don't have the luxury of. Like Joe Connery, unfortunately, can't really interact with all the hundreds of thousands of people that watch him all the time. So, like this right here, I get to play with somebody who's been commenting on my videos a lot, and I always really appreciate it whenever I see them. And I'm also recording with somebody else who also makes videos as well, and it's just really fun. I always love this. I love being a smaller YouTuber. There are days where I wonder if I could try to make this a job, but then I remember why I never went down that route, because it'd be way too stressful to try and keep this up as a job. That's a big reason why I like being a smaller YouTuber, is because I get to do this at my own pace. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about making a video every single day of my life and hoping that I can make a living off of that, because YouTube changes policies all the time. Like, even as it is right now, even if I wanted to, I technically am not qualified to monetize videos because I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is really stupid, but that's a rant for another time. Okay, we were starting to somewhat take the center away. That's the big thing about most of Forge Fitness, is whoever wins the stage really depends on who has control of the center or not. Because this is kind of like a one-sided stage where the central part of the area is one you really need to focus on. But it's really hard to take it back from opponents if they win and we lost a 10 times battle. Oh man. Alright, looks like Gaming with Pi is going to be taking off from the stream, so if you're watching the stream, Gaming with Pi, huge thank you for joining us today. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever played Splatoon with you, actually, but I just want to say a huge thank you for helping me with the projects that are still a secret that I really can't wait to share. It's honestly motivated me to work harder to make sure that project is the best it could possibly be, because I want it to be able to live up to the work that you've done on it so far. So, huge thank you, Gaming with Pi. You're awesome. Alright, looking at the chat. Pick Manipulator says, okay, I want to match you guys. Pancake says, I forgot how annoying waiting in the lobby is. And Pick Manipulator says, darn. Hey, that person's named Rickroll. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and hurt you. That one video where it starts off with that song with the Rickroll, with the Inkling, the Inkling and Agent 8 dancing together. That's gotta be like my favorite moment of the Let's Play so far. That's a big reason why I had that as the opening for the best moments of 2019. Alright, so we'll continue onwards. Oh, what time is it now? It is 8:47. Alrighty then. How long have we been streaming? I can't tell. Pink Blood Art Academy, and we're pink. All shall fear the pink. Don't forget, he called you yellow. Don't forget, he called you pink. Alrighty then. Looks like Rickroll and I both have the same idea. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Owie! My blood destroyed you. Yay! It's gotta be a really morbid way to die. Like, somebody dies, and then their blood is what kills another person. That's really morbid. It sounds like something from like a horror movie or something like that, or like a reboot Tomb Raider game. Speaking of Tomb Raider, I was watching this one video where this one person has been doing like a podcast thingy, discussing the history of Tomb Raider. They had Melina Mac on as a guest star, and for those of you who don't know, Melina Mac is pretty much the only person in history who likes Tomb Raider more than me. I always really enjoy her content because she does a lot of Tomb Raider level editor streams, and they're a lot of fun to watch. Although we kind of have very different opinions on Tomb Raider Legend. It's my favorite game in the series, and it's her least favorite. There's this one part where they were talking about the companion characters in Tomb Raider Legend, Zip and Alistair. This is probably going to sound really boring to people who don't really care much of Tomb Raider, so I apologize in advance for this tangent, but they were talking about how they didn't really like Zip and Alistair because Laura's supposed to be an independent character who doesn't need any help. But, personally speaking, I think they kind of missed the point of those characters. Zip and Alistair were never really meant to be like sidekicks or anything like that. They were more so meant to just kind of be like a companion character or something like that. They never did any of the major work for Laura. She really did do most of the work herself. It's just that when she was exploring the tombs, she'd have like Alistair do the research on the area or something like that, or have them kind of look up information about the artifacts that she was looking for, so that she could make preparations and things like that for the next area. Like for example, in the level Peru, Zip is keeping an eye on a character, on one of Laura's friends, while also speaking to a character named Takamoto to set up the events for the next level. So I don't think they were really meant to be like the characters who did the work for Laura or anything like that. So I kind of feel like in that video they kind of missed the point of those characters. I can totally understand why they don't care that much for them. The Zip and Alistair do talk a lot, which does get a little bit annoying. I have a friend right in that spoiler. They do talk a lot in that game, and it does get a little bit annoying when you're playing through the game for the 10,000th time. Personally speaking, I really like Zip and Alistair. I think their roles were a lot better handled in Tomb Raider Underworld. There were a lot more background characters in that game. I will say they are certainly a lot more likable than the background. Yay, level up! I will say that they're definitely a lot more memorable than the background characters they have for Tomb Raider 2013 and the reboot trilogy. I won't spoil the exact details of this, but there's Green Purpose Gaming and I were recording the verses for that, and there's a part where a character dies. That's not much of a spoiler because, like, a lot of people die in that game. But there's this one part where a character dies, and I was talking to him about the fact that they make it out as if it's such a big deal that this character dies, but honestly, on my first playthrough, I honestly forgot that character even existed until he was dead. That's a big problem with the reboot games, is that they try to be big and grand and epic and things like that, but they're just not as memorable as the original games. I know people who play the new game. Hey, Attacker Artist! You're playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Or maybe a demo of it. I don't know. It didn't say the whole thing. But yeah, that's my little tangent about Tomb Raider today. I really do hope they make Tomb Raider games for the Switch. I would really love it if they at least ported Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light or Temple of Osiris onto Switch, because those would be really great for Switch Online. And they can totally do it. It's just a matter of if they're going to, because Square Enix is kind of picky about what games they're bringing onto Switch. I know the Final Fantasy Switch ports did really well on Switch, so maybe that will encourage them to port over some of the other classic games. Like, I'm really hoping the original Tomb Raiders get ported. I doubt the Legend Trilogy will come to Switch, although I would really love that. But if we can only get one Tomb Raider game, then it's very likely going to be like just a straight up port of the classics, which I'd be totally fine with. At this point, I'd even take Angel of Darkness on Switch. Is anybody going to join the game? Hello? Ketchup, Mayo. Team Ketchup and Team Mayo, where are you? I wish to splat you. It's gonna boot us out, isn't it? Nope. Yay! Hello, Pancake. Welcome to our club. Welcome to our club. Welcome, Pancake. Welcome, Pancake. Welcome, Pancake. Welcome, Pancake. Welcome, Pancake. Big Video Player says, hey, is that our Pancake? So, Ben Garmin, I know you said you haven't watched the Breath of the Wild videos. There is one moment that I would like to share with you, because I think it'd be pretty funny to talk about. So, there's a point where I find a horse and I'm naming it. So, during that Let's Play, I've been naming all the horses after food. And, I was talking about a story about how when I was a kid and would play Twilight Princess, I always named my horse Epona. I always named Epona Pancake. This was years before I met you, and so after I met you, I felt kind of weird naming the horse Pancake, so I started naming it Waffles instead, and that was the reason why the first horse in that Let's Play was named Waffles. Alright, let's do this. Playing with two people who I've played Splatfest with before. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's destroy you. Never mind. I was hoping we could tag team that person, but I think we both got splatted. Well, luckily this is only a Ketchup versus Ketchup match, so it's not like it's going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things in terms of Splatfest results. Honestly, I have no idea where this is going to go with Splatfest. I don't know if Mayo's going to win again, or if Ketchup will win like it should have for the first time. The rules are for how they're calculating Splatfest results are different compared to how they did it for the first time Mayo vs. Ketchup was a thing. So I do have a little bit of hope that Ketchup will prevail. I don't know if it will though, because we've seen a lot of Team Ketchup people, so I'm getting a bit concerned that we're gonna run into a situation where most of the Ketchup people were fighting each other and didn't really contribute much against fighting Team Mayo. I was trying to sneak up behind them, but their spot roller got me anyway. Alright, let's continue onwards. 1 minute left. Owie! Owie! That was pain. I don't like pain. She's a cool Final Fantasy character and all, but I don't like actual physical pain.
No! Ah, I thought I had an auto-bomb. That's not an auto-bomb. That's an equal. Hey, give it for me. No!
You were going after me on purpose. They're picking on me, mommy. Tell it to stop.
Oh, no! Yay!
I splatted somebody. Are you proud of me? I did the thing. I'm a grown-up. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. Oof. That's probably why we didn't do well. Apparently there was a communication error. Alrighty then. And what time is it now? It looks like the stage rotation is going to change after this next round, so we'll probably play one more, see what stages are going to be in the next rotation, and see if we'll continue on after that. I haven't seen what the stages after this are going to be. If it's Port Mackerel again, I'm not going to be a happy gator. But if it's a good stage like Mori Towers or Monte Maria or something like that, then yeah, we'll probably go on for a little while longer. But after this, I think I want to take a break from the stream for a moment, or at least walk around the plaza to show off some of the fun things you can do in Splatfest. A few things that I want to show off. I want to go into the minigame area and show off the rhythm game. I want to do a Splatfest drawing on stream, because I think that'd be pretty fun. And I would also like to do a Salmon Run match as well, but my voice is also getting a little bit tired, so it might be a good idea to take a break for a few minutes after the stage rotation happens. And my voice is getting deeper, and I sound sexy. Probably. Not really. No, I don't. Oof, Pancake says his Pro Controller drifted the entire match. Ooh, that's rough. Sorry, dude. Pancake says, shut up, Gator. What did I do? Okay, looks like it's changing because of the stage rotation. Multiplayer maps and modes have been updated! Exclamation point! Ooh, these are both really good stages. I love both of those stages. Alright, so what do I want to do now? I think I will take a break for a few minutes and then come back in a moment. It is 9 o'clock right now. I will meet you back here at 9:10 or something like that. So I'll see you in a moment. Thank you, Gaming with Pi, for playing, and thank you, Pick Manipulator and Pink Garment, for joining us a little bit later. We will be back here in 10 minutes, so grab some chocolate, stay in breakfast, eat your school, something like that. That's what the cool kids say, right? Alright, I'll be back in a moment. The Piranha Plant is just a funny character. I know Pancake gets very salty about that one being in the game, but it's a very funny and silly character. I really like it.
Plant Gang all the way. Who needs a Yang Gang when you can be Plant Gang? Oh, I'm gonna trigger so many people by saying that.
Can you explain the Gang Gang thing to me? Because is it a Ruby reference or is it for something else?
What? I said
Yang.
Yang Gang, like Andrew Yang, the presidential candidate.
Oh, that's what it is.
You thought it was a Ruby reference?
There's a character in Ruby called Yang, and
I really wish that there was face cam right now. I really, really do.
You're probably face palming, and I'm giggling like a little schoolgirl.
We all know you're giggling because it's very obnoxious and loud.
I am a Stegosaurus!
Dude, for the last time, you are not a Stegosaurus. Okay, fine, you're a Stegosaurus. You don't have to be so mean to me.
I can just imagine taking people Link on a motorcycle and just putting the season 5 intro from Samurai Jack there, being like 50 years have passed and stuff like that.
James, can you please do that when you edit this video?
Really? You're gonna make me edit more?
Oh, come on. Please do that. That'd be so fun.
We will be eternally grateful.
No, you won't.
Actually, I would.
I'll be partially grateful.
Let me write. I have so many edits you want me to do. I'll write it down. If it doesn't happen, don't hashtag blame James in the comments. I tried my best.
I'll type it down.
I'm typing it right now.
Okay.
If he doesn't do that, everybody hashtag blame James in the comments.
No.
Spam it all. Spam
No.
his Twitter feed.
No.
Spam his Tinder.
I don't have a phone.
We're getting off topic again.
Alrighty then, we have returned. Readjusting game audio so it doesn't appear too loud when we start up. And let's begin. Alright, and let's readjust the camera. Oh, actually, let's take a moment to appreciate the Splatfest star real quick. Join Team Mayo. This one's really funny. Is Mayo an instrument? Oh, Terraform. That's really good. I like that one. Well, I guess it's the art block for this stream. Man, now I'm really wishing that I did these streams. Can't lose with Mayo. Now I'm really wishing that I did these streams when the Splatfests are still ongoing normally. This guy's all glowy. Was there any other good ones? Aw. Good luck to everyone. That's really cute. That's a good one. I really like that one. Now what do you say? That's pretty good. That's pretty good too. I was hearing my voice echo off of something, and then I realized I had my phone volume on. I had my phone volume on to make sure that the clip, that the buffer sounds could still be heard during intermission. Alright. I want to see if I can find Pie in the plaza. Here's Pink Manipulator. Selfie! Here's Pink Garmin. Another selfie! Whee! I don't see Pie anywhere on the plaza. They might not be here anymore. Anyway. Yes, I 100% agree. Please keep doing Splatfest until Splatoon 3 comes out. Okay, so that right there, we haven't talked about this yet during Splatfest episodes, but you can see Murray dancing during Splatfest. It's something that's really fun. Even if I'm personally more of a Callie fan, Murray is still a really fun character. She's honestly probably the best partner character in any single player campaign in a Nintendo game. She's helpful, but she doesn't dumb you down, which is something that I really appreciate about her in this game. Looking at the screen chat. Pancake says, that clip bothers me. You're probably talking about the Link to the Past one. Sorry about that. The clip was great. Don't know which one you were talking about. Stopped playing Splatoon because my controller keeps drifting, overall making the game not fun. Big Manipulator says, did you try recalibrating the controller? Yeah, but I think I'll play again later. More rematches! It's pretty late where I am, so I don't think I'll be able to play much longer. That's fine. I had a really fun time playing with both of you, so thank you both for joining the stream. Maybe sometime in the future we can just do random Splatoon online streams as well. That'd be really fun to do, even if they don't do any more Splatfest rematches. So I think I'm going to play a little bit of Summon Run for a bit, because I just spent like 2 hours straight playing Turf War, so I want to play something a little bit different for a little while. Don't know how many of these I'll do, but it'll still be a fun time. Those intermission buffers, where I play clips or from previous videos, if there's any suggestions for what you'd like to see on those buffers, please let me know. There's a few that I'm working on to include in the future. I only have like a small handful of them at the moment, so that's the reason why I was repeating the Link to the Past and Mario 64 clips. I do plan on making more, it's just that it takes a little bit of time to get those ready. Okay, we only have 3 people and I'm starting off with an ink brush. This is not a good start. The egg basket is ready, waiting. One thing that I kind of wish this game had was that I kind of wish that you could see just some kind of Splatfest thing going on during Salmon Run, like, I don't know, maybe fireworks in the background or something like that. Although part of me is also happy that they didn't do that, because that would have been another thing. On? Is this thing on? Hello? Can you hear me? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm very sorry about that. I was moving I was adjusting how my legs were sitting on my chair, and it knocked my microphone off my stand and unplugged, and now the cord is a little funny. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but I'm very sorry about that. I'm sorry, teammates. You're doing pretty well, all things considered. I'm very sorry that I was useless. Okay. Alright, looks like you guys can hear me now. I am very sorry about that. I bumped my microphone off the stand, and it's not a good thing when that happens. Okay, it's nighttime now. It's probably gonna be... Okay, it's this event. Okay, you're gonna be nearby then. Are you over here? No, you're not. Where are you? Where? There you are. The nice thing about this one is that once you have the quota, you technically don't need to do anything else. You don't need to open up any of the other geysers because that's the only way the enemies will spawn. So if you're trying to go the safe way and you don't necessarily care that much about getting the maximum amount of eggs possible, then yeah, you can just completely ignore all the other geysers once you meet the quota. But when you're in a higher rank like I am right now, I'm on the highest rank possible in this game, then you definitely want to spend as much time as possible opening up the geysers. So over there. Communication is also very important when you're going through here. This is going to sound very repetitive for people who've been watching Splatoon Let's Play because it's all stuff that I've already covered during the Salmon Run videos. But I just feel like just talking about it anyway, just in case anybody in the stream or anything like that hasn't watched those videos. Okay, you take care of that. My roommates are being loud in the other room. I hope that doesn't pick up on the mic. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Be destroyed. Who's a cute little goaty thingy? Who's a cute little golden thingy? Who wants to die a painful and gruesome... I was about to say, who wants to die a painful and gruesome death, but that's exactly how I went out, so yay, karma. Ready then? One more wave. Booyah! I remember one time, it was, I think it was PAX West last year. Chuck Garner and I, we were talking about Splatoon 2 stuff, and I remember we got on the topic of Salmon Run for a moment, and he was talking about how he thought this mode was a good first attempt, but he wishes that there were things like an endless survival mode. That would be cool and all, but I don't think I'd personally really enjoy it that much, because I personally prefer the how it's structured here. Like, it would be nice for people who would want that kind of mode, but personally speaking, I don't really think that's something that I personally enjoy myself. It's just my personal opinion. Gotta save our buddy. This event is definitely going to be brutal. The best advice I can recommend is if you're getting swarmed by the fireflies, then try to be close to the base, and because that will draw all the enemies near you, and that will make it closer to the base, so you don't have to go too far to carry them over to the basket. Come on. Okay, we got you. Okay, just stay alive. Just stay alive. We got this. We got this. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can help us win the race. I always end up singing in these videos. I never mean to. It just always happens. Come on! Phew! We did it! Yes, 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 booyah, booyah, yes, 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 booyah, booyah. Man, those two people were awesome. Alright, look at the chat. Becky says he kind of wants to have a gold Salmonoid as a pet. I don't know about a pet, but it would be fun to have a plushie of them. If PAX ever happens again and you say, Jaga, you need to get him to say shut up, Gator. I don't know if he'll do that, but that would be funny to get on camera. I feel bad for this last time that I was there, because I had a lot of questions prepared for a bunch of people that I wanted to meet, and I kind of felt like when I was recording that interview with him for my vlog that I kind of asked him too many questions. I feel a little bit bad for that, but it was still really fun to meet them. That entire day in general, I gotta say, that was easily the highlight of that entire trip, because I was really bummed out because I didn't get to see Chuck Connery or Marcinella, or anybody like that throughout the rest of the trip. I did get to go to the Runaway Guy Storm Controllers, but I couldn't stay for too long because the shuttle system that we were taking back to the hotel room, it wasn't going to stay open for that long past the Thorn Controllers ending. And it was also just kind of long walk anyway to get to the shuttle bus, so I kind of needed to get out of there as soon as possible, so I didn't get to do any of the meetups or anything afterwards. But on the very last day of PAX, I went over to the Retro Gaming Lounge, where they have a bunch of old consoles and things like that. So as I was walking over to the elevator, I wanted to see if it was still open. It was closed by the time I got there, but when I was walking over there, I saw Miss Ainella in her Pikachu hat. And I was like, wait, that's them. That's them. Oh my god, should I go over there and talk to them? Okay, let's do it. I'm not gonna get another chance like this for this trip. Let's do it. Let's go talk to them. And it was honestly really, really exciting. I got really nervous walking up to them. But they were also talking with a bunch of other fans, so it was just that was a really happy memory. That was easily the highlight of that entire trip. Another really fun thing about the trip was that in that same area, in the same Retro Gaming Lounge, they also had an SNES Classic set up with a CRT, and one thing that was really cool was that they had Earthbound on there. So I got to play Earthbound on a CRT, and it felt really cool, especially because I was playing with like a traditional.
We have one more away! We were one away!
But yeah, I got to play Earthbound on a CRT with an SNES controller, and it just felt really good because Earthbound's my favorite game of all time. I had a friend who went with me to that convention, and we also got to play Mario Kart Double Dash on a GameCube and CRT. I had never played Double Dash before that. Actually, that's not true. I played it once in middle school, and I was very bad at it. And then I played with my friend, and I was still bad at it. So, yeah, I'm not very good at Mario Kart Double Dash, but it was still a lot of fun. He kicked my butt in all the races we did, but it was still a lot of fun because we were just there to have a good time. We didn't really care that much about who won or who lost or anything. It was just a really fun trip. Pancake says, if I ever meet Chugga, I'm going to have him sign my sticker star manual. Big Manipulator says, torturing him, I see. One away. There was this one time, I want to say it was PAX East 2018, during a meetup, during the Runner Guys meetup they had there, there's this one guy who had Chuck Connery sign a McDonald's Happy Meal box. That was really funny. I've said before that I love being a smaller Let's Player, but I will say that there is a part of me that kind of wishes that I could do things like that, where I could set up a meetup to meet viewers and things like that at conventions, but at the same time, I'm also glad that I'm not big enough to do that, because I just know that that would be way too stressful for me. I don't like talking to people, and talking to people who say they've been watching my videos for years, I can't imagine what that must be like. I mean, as it is, there was this one person who commented on all of my videos during Skyward Sword, and it felt really cool hearing that they were playing alongside the Let's Play, but it also felt kind of nerve-wracking because, like, well, oh no, if I'm bad at this game now, then how's that going to affect their time playing the game? Oh, I'm the only one alive. No. Oh boy. Okay, we'll play one more round of Salmon Run. And I think that might be it for Salmon Run for a little while. I love Salmon Run and all. I'm not quite sure how well it's gonna work right now, because I probably should get back into... Actually, you know what, let's leave right now. Hey, I know that person. They're playing Animal Crossing, and now they get a shout out on the stream. Like you says, this reminds me how brutal Salmon Run can be. Yeah, Salmon Run is really brutal, and I'm at the highest difficulty for that mode. So that's pretty fun. Aww. Thank you. Deep time travel. There's Bay Garmin again. I'm honestly a little surprised that we haven't seen Pies. There's Big Manipulator again. I'm honestly surprised that we haven't seen Pie, their character on here yet. I don't know, maybe we will at some point. So, at this point, I think I'm gonna actually go over here and do a drawing thing. I'm not very good at drawing, especially on here, but let's do it! I have an idea for what I want to do for this. It's probably not gonna be that good, because I'm not very good at drawing. But we'll try it anyway. Okay, so... might be a good idea to zoom in. So what I want to do is I want to make a bottle. I might be a little bit more quiet than usual during this part. Just a heads up. Because I want to focus on this thing. I'm also not a very good artist, so I apologize if this doesn't look very good. There's a bug flying on my TV. Go away! Go away, bug! Probably make that a bit bigger. Actually, yeah, let's make that a lot bigger. Whee! Okay, we can work with that. This is gonna be a train wreck. I apologize in advance for this. This is not gonna look good. I'm not a very good artist. Even after 3 drawing classes in college, I'm still not that good. If you want a good quality drawing stream, subscribe to the Talk Artist. She's a lot better at drawing than I am. That should work. Yeah, that bug is on the TV again. Go away, bug! That's a terrible circle. Ow! Phew! Alright then. Take care of that. No, that's terrible. Let's draw a circle here. I don't know why this is here. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm just doing this completely improvised. I know I have an idea for what I want to look like, but I don't have like a big grand plan or anything like that. I'm just doing this based on what I feel like drawing. So this is gonna be the most interesting part of the stream. I can already feel it. This is the part where everybody's going to stay subscribed forever. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Is there a way that can move that down a little? It's a little high on the picture. Also, this needs to be a bit more at an angle. No. There we go. Pancake says, I wish I was better at drawing. The bug wanted to say hi, though. My sisters and I used to have this thing where we would say, wherever a bug was annoying us, we'd be all like, but wait, bugs are your friends. And then we'd be all like, I hate my friends. That still needs to be on an angle. Let's do it! Whee! Actually, not bad. Whee! That's terrible. Whee! That's worse. Whee! Close enough. It's probably the closest I'll ever get. If I felt like it, I'd probably do like an inkling drawing right there or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna want a reference picture for this. Actually, what am I talking about? The character. I have an amiibo of the character I want to draw, so I could just use this. Okay. Circle. Terrible circle. Whee! Probably the best we'll get. Whew! This is why I don't do drawing streams. If I was doing this on my own time, then yeah, I could take my own sweet time on this, but I'm kind of feeling a little rushed to do this, so I don't waste too much time on the stream. Okay. It kind of goes like this. I'm probably completely ruining this, but we'll keep trying. Does that look good? That's close enough. Okay. That's actually pretty cute. I'm happy with how that turned out. Alright. Okay. 1, 2. You probably see where I'm going with this now. Another one up here. Alright, this is where it's gonna get a little tricky. I'm trying to go for a little bit of a chibi design, but it's driving me crazy that it doesn't look that great right now. Okay, let's restart the body. Trying to go for a chibi design, but it's not looking good, so I'm gonna scrap that idea. I can draw chibi, just not on this thing. Trying to draw on a Joy-Con isn't that great. That's terrible. Glove right here. I can do that a little bit better. Okay. How's that looking so far? Not too bad. Probably could be a little bit better though. Okay, let's color this in real quick. I could probably do the detailing like the zipper or things like that, but trying to go through here quickly so we don't waste too much time on the drawing part. This isn't a drawing stream after all. I did promise Mayo vs. Ketchup footage. And we will be going back into that in a moment. Just trust me on that. Okay. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the pants. Actually, we probably could do the zipper. I wish there was a way I could zoom in a little bit more. That's terrible. Best commentary for a drawing stream. That's terrible. Okay. That's probably the most I can do about the zipper, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like there's more I could do with that. Let's try this. Let's try restarting the shirt. Yep. Okay. Sorry I'm a lot more quiet than usual. I'm trying to concentrate on this. Probably could have planned this part of the stream out a little bit better. It's probably the best I can do about that, to be honest. The pants are going to be a little bit hard because they look a little baggy, but I can't do baggy. Hopefully this will look okay. Back out. Try in. I have a lot of respect for the people who can do those like photorealistic drawings on here. Does it look better? It's getting there. Last things I'll do is that I'll put a little wavy thing in here to make it look like there's actually something in the bottle. We could try drawing a little squid in here. Actually, no, I don't think I can do that. And a Splatoon Ketchup. So yeah, this is what 3 drawing classes in college do for me. Still not that great. I had a lot of fun in those classes, and what I really liked about my teacher was that he was very encouraging about being true to our own styles. He wouldn't be all like, oh, this drawing is terrible, it's not realistic or anything like that. He would always be really encouraging about our different art styles. Like, for me, for example, I have a very clearly cartoonist art direction with my drawings. So he wanted me to lean further into that rather than trying to mimic the other people who could do photorealism. So I always did appreciate that. Sound very silly, so I'm gonna double check that I'm making sure I'm spelling ketchup correctly. It'd be embarrassing if I went through all this effort and then I spelled ketchup wrong. Alright. Chat real quick. Looks like I missed a couple things. Big Manipulator says, reminds me of my attempts at drawing in Pigment 2, so many minor matches. Rod says, hello. Big Manipulator says, my current ketchup power is 2027.1. Nice. Big Manipulator says, well, I'm off now. Nice playing with y'all. Everyone says, you're gonna play soon. Pancake says, I'm getting tired, heading off. Bye. Alright, thank you both for coming. It was really nice having you both here, so thank you for coming. To answer your question, Demrad, I will be playing in a moment. I just want to do this first. We played for like 2 hours earlier, and we played a little bit of Salmon Run, but I will be getting back into actually playing a Splatfest match in a bit. So I apologize if this took a little while longer than it should have. Ketchup. And because I see this all the time, I'm gonna add a at Lady Gertie thing on the bottom, so people will know who was the nerd on Twitter who made this. The thing I really wish that they had on here was a copy-paste feature, because that'd make it a little bit less repetitive to go through. Okay, this is giving me a lot of respect for people who can do drawing streams. Because how in the world do you keep the commentary going when you're drawing? Like, I'm focusing on this way more than I usually do when I'm playing a game for video. How in the world do people do this while commentating? I guess a lot of people out there would also ask the same thing about how Let's Players are able to continue playing games like Splatoon 2 or Breath of the Wild while commentating and things like that. But there's also drawing streams out there where they don't commentate at all. Like, I know a Taco Artist did her commission drawing stream a moment ago, a few days ago, where it started off with no commentary, but then she changed her mind midway through. Okay. That's terrible. That's even worse. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna do this dashy thing. And it feels like I could just put something on here. Alright, what's the symbol that they have on the necklace thing? Alright. And right, we might as well do this. There. That's much better. Alright, voila! My masterpiece. It doesn't look very good. Actually, you know what? There's something more we can add right here. Let's add an underside of the tentacle. Probably do that a little bit better. This is what it's always like for drawing for me. I work on something for a while, and then I'm like, alright, it's done. Actually, you know what? There's a few more details I can add. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna add an underside to that, but I can't get it to look good right now, and I just want to get back into playing Splatoon. Alright, there we go. Team Ketchup. Voila. Post to Twitter. Alright, so what to do next? What to do next? Let's get back into the game. We'll play a few matches of we'll play a few matches of Splatfest. Not for too long, though, but we'll play for a little while, and then we will go into the last thing we'll be doing in the stream, which is the Squid Beats minigame. Okay, we have a bunch of things I can't pronounce. Neo, blah, blah. We have QWERTY, we have Hero, and Litigator to You versus Serene Soul, Choco Milk, Curio Cat, and S'mores. Starting off with Snapper Canal. All shall fear the blah blah blah. So I don't know how many matches we're gonna be doing right now because there's a lot more fun recording these with the other people in the area. So I'm not entirely sure how many we will do without the other awesome people here. We'll probably just do like one match for each stage. I'll probably keep playing Splatfest on my own time after the stream is over. But there's also videos I want to record, but it's also the only time that they'll probably do a rematch, so I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. One word of advice I can recommend when you're playing through this game is that if you're getting attacked by a Tenta missile like that, try to lure it in an area where it's going to affect their own color anyway. So definitely don't get stuck in the enemy's ink, because that's never a good thing to do. But try to lure it away from your own ink so you don't have to waste too much time to repaint it or anything like that. Another thing that I can recommend is if you're ever in a situation where you need to decide quickly if you're going to cover your own ink, cover new turf in your ink, or cover the enemy's ink, then always go for enemy's ink. Because the thing is, if you're covering the enemy's ink in your own ink, then that takes points away from them and adds yours. Whereas if you were to only focus on covering new ground, then the opponent's score is still going to remain the same no matter what. So if you're ever stuck in a situation like that, it's definitely better recommended to go for the enemy's ink rather than new ground. Oh, darn. Yay, squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. Does whatever squeaky chair does. And we continue on over here. Who's texting me while making videos? Auto bombs are the worst because it seems like it's one of those weapons where no matter how hard I try, I'm never good with them. But it seems like everybody else that I'm always up against, they're always like perfect with them and they can always get me. It's one of those things. It's kind of like in Smash Brothers how Sonic is just one of those characters who I'm never going to be able to be good with, but what was that? That was a loud car alarm. But yeah, there are characters in Smash like Sonic who I'm never going to be good with, but I always get my... Wait, what? We won by 1.1%! We won by 0.1%! Oh, it's such a beautiful sight! Oh, that's so beautiful! Oh, it's beautiful! It's enough to
man, cry. But not this man. Get back in there, Tyr. That was really cool. Alrighty then. If the next stage is Starfish main stage, then that's going to be the last one we'll be doing for today. We're fighting Japanese letter. Word I can't pronounce. Japanese letter. Japanese letter. Japanese letter. I really wish I could read Japanese so I can see what all these names are. Starfish main stage. Oh yeah. I love this stage. I like how our all team is called the Lady Mob, but I'm a guy. I always play with a female Inkling or Octoling in these games. I just think they have a much better character design than the male version. Like, don't get me wrong, all the Inklings and Octolings are all really adorable, and I love the characters. It's just, personally speaking, I think the character design for the girls are a lot better. So that's why I usually always play with them. That's kind of like my rule of thumb in general when it comes to most games. If I have the option to, I usually always play as a girl. Like in Fire Emblem Three Houses, for example. I'm playing as the female Violet throughout that game. Same thing with Xenoblade Chronicles X, I play as the female Cross. That's just how I personally play games. If I have the option, I always play with the female character. Oh, that was beautiful! They were trying to follow me, but... I don't even care that I got splatted. That was amazing. They were trying to follow me, and then they fell into the water. That was beautiful. That was amazing. There's one person over there. I think I'm gonna go help. Never mind. Trying to go help them out, but then they got splatted anyway. Speaking of splatted. That's one thing that's always really funny about the Blah Blah Blur is that it seems like this one has the most surprising splats ever. Like, you just randomly cover an area in your ink, and then all of a sudden, oops, we splat somebody. That's amusing. Okay, we're getting the center back. That's going to be important, except not him up because I got splatted. And we're all racing back to the center. That's not how you pronounce that word, but whatever. That's probably how you pronounce it in some part of the world. Okay. Oh, come on! I didn't even see that! That's one thing that's really mean about this game, is that sometimes you can get splatted out of nowhere and you literally can't see it coming. That's a big problem with 3 online games like this in general. It's just that it seems like there are times where you literally can see it and it's just not nice. Okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we got this, we got this. Get away from me! Get away from me! No! I worked so hard to cover all that! I worked so hard to cover all that in my own ink! No! Are you kidding me? No! 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 That is depressing and not very nice. That's not very nice at all. Yeah, boy. I was feeling really confident about the last part. Like, I felt like I was making some good progress, but then I got splatted and I just literally watched as it all was taken away right before my eyes. That's on the unfortunate side. Is it gonna go? Okay, there we go. Let's go with one more round. I don't want to end on that note. I want to end on a positive note. Let's look at the chat. Dumbrand asks, would it be okay if I can have your friend code? I don't post my friend code publicly. So I'm not
quite sure if I'm gonna give it out in this stream. It's nothing against anybody in particular. It's just that there have been some things going on lately where people give out friend codes and some not so good stuff happens. Like I remember reading this one thing where somebody gave out a friend code and then something happened to their account and they got banned from Animal Crossing for a bit. So I'm not quite sure about that. I'm very sorry. Dumber says, oh, okay. I'm very sorry to say no to that. I don't know, maybe I'll give up my friend. I don't know how I want to do that because I kind of don't want my friend code to be on a video because of reasons. I'll have to think about that one. Anyway, we're going inside a Wayside Cool. And let's head over here. I really do like this Shifty Station. It's really fun. This is definitely one of my more personal favorites of the ones that happened during regular Splatfest. And it was really cool seeing how different they got over time. There are some really cool ones later on in Splatfest history. I don't remember exactly which one it was like this, but there was this one that started off with like a Rolenium in the center, and then halfway through the match would be like My Resort from the first game, where the water level would go down. So yeah, that was a really fun one, although I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I also don't remember if they had the names of these Shifty Stations available during the first time that they were available. I think they only had like the official names revealed during Chaos vs. Order, which was the very last Splatfest. Because I think I remember they weren't called Wayside Cool. This stage wasn't called Wayside Cool at the very beginning of Splatfest being a thing. Darn. Okay, what I think I might do about that friend code thing is what I think I might do, I'm gonna have to look into this before I actually do anything to make sure it'll be safe to do this, but I think I might post my Switch friend code in the stream chat in a moment. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. Sorry. Okay. It looks like our main focus needs to be over there for now, but I can't get over there, so I'll go over here instead! You go away. You go away. There we go. Ha! You thought you could sneak up on us. Oh wait. Oh wait. Weird. No. No, we're not gonna do this one. Hopefully those bubbles can make a difference. Dumber says, I can give you mine if you prefer. Yeah, we won! Yeah! If you want to do that, feel free to. It's just that I personally don't want to have my friend code out on a video. But if you want to be on a friends list or something like that, then by all means, go ahead and post it in the friend code, and I'll go check it out. Thank you for coming into the stream, by the way. I don't think I've seen you around here before. Most of the people who come to streams are regulars, but I don't think I recognize your username, so I really do appreciate you coming to watch. So that's going to be the last of the matches we'll be playing, but I did say earlier that I wanted to try out the Squid Beats minigame. So we'll spend the last part of the stream playing through this. But that's going to be it for this stream, this Gator stream for Splatoon 2 Splatfest. If there's going to be more Splatfest rematches like this in the future, then I will be streaming it. I'm not quite sure if any of the footage in this video is going to be used in the grand finale, because I said at the beginning of the stream that if there's anything noteworthy about the stream at all, then it would be demonstrated during the grand finale of the Splatoon 2 Let's Play, because we already uploaded the Mayo vs. Ketchup episode from the 2017 version of that Splatfest. So if there are more rematches in the future, we will be streaming them, even if the video for that said Splatfest has already been uploaded or something like that. So thank y'all so much for watching today's Gator stream. The rest of the stream will mostly be just a simple music thing, because we'll be looking at some of the songs on the Squid Beats. Stay tuned to the channel for Let's Plays, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. We have Splatoon 2 Splatfest uploading mostly once a week, although there are a few things out of my control that can prevent it from being delayed. So thank y'all so much for watching today's Gear stream, and until next time, Lady Gear to you.